Hey guys, it's been a minute. I'm back, not gonna waste any of your time today. We're jumping right in. We're following up with a Bionicle Stars review, the second to last one, and today we are doing the Rahkshi. I'm not spending any time on the canisters, but I will note the bright yellow is great. We'll get a bit more into the color, but there's a little foreshadowing there. I'm liking the yellow. Some good stuff in this one. The instruction booklets, nothing to show. And the golden piece, kind of a cool one, is the shield. This is a nice piece, so it's nice to have it in pearl gold. Let's jump into the figure. The Rahkshi is one of the most interesting Bionicle stars in my opinion. I think first and foremost, the color is really great, as I mentioned like 10 seconds ago. Unlike the other stars, like the Paraka or the modern ones like Gresh, they did a whole new color. You know, the originals, just as many sets of 6 were black, brown, white, red, green, and blue, to the fact that we have like a new yellow Rahkshi is kind of cool. I'm not sure if in the lore it is actually a new type or if they kind of just recolored one like a shiny, but it's pretty nice. Going into the pieces themselves, you get the good claw feet there, followed by the legs that we've seen quite a bit at this point. And the chest is a very interesting one. It's pretty similar to the Paraka in the sense that you get these pins connecting a big back piece that is also the helmet that we'll get into. And it also mimics the scrawl in the sense of having that kind of limb piece there stick out and be the neck piece, and the actual ball joint of the original chest piece is hidden. To cover the back piece more, like I said, it connects in those 2 pins in a very similar way to Paraka. And then just like him, it's like a elongated spiky back, but this is more so the Rahkshi's traditional spikes. Nice little dual color mold as well, which is a nice touch. And then it has that little connector into the Rahkshi's head, which another note I like is that it's just a translucent hand piece, which I think is how the Rahkshi's original eye colors were portrayed as well. So it's fun that it's a very similar head mold. Anyways, it's pretty good stuff. The mold itself is a different plastic, right? It's not like the normal hard plastic that the originals would have been. It's a very flexible plastic, which is not a bad thing. It feels a little cheapy, but it's kind of cool to have some kind of softer plastics for Bionicle pieces. I don't mind it. And then you get the original blade pieces, or staff pieces more so, that I think the brown Rahkshi had. I might be incorrect, I kind of forget. But yeah, so I feel like that's kind of a nice proper throwback to the OGs as well. Overall, you can kind of tell that I think this is a good nod to the original Rahkshi. I think that it did some new things, like the color, which was really refreshing, but I think a lot of the piece usage, like the blades and the helmet structure, is a nice, accurate callback to the original. So unlike some of the other stars that I think were an unsuccessful representation or a lackluster representation of their original, I think the Rahkshi's doing a pretty cool job of adding some novelty and successfully throwing it back to the original. Overall, the Rahkshi is getting a light 6. I think it's good.
Every wave that changed my chemicals. Wow, in my brain it was holding on that